Hi, today I have a message I want to share with you. It's about cocoa and it's about forests. Since 2011, we've been working in Ivory Coast, we've been working in Ghana, in the field, in cocoa plantations, visiting thousands of farmers and working with hundreds of cooperatives. We've learned a lot and we see that years after the first calls for engagement in cocoa, the same sustainability issues are always present. A lot of poverty, deforestation, child labor. Everyone goes there, a journalist, and sees the same things. Okay? In Ivory Coast only, the country has lost most of its forest cover over the last years. About 250,000, the size of Luxembourg, every year. So if nothing's done, in 11 years, there'll be no more forest in Ivory Coast. Nothing. For a country that had half of its surface covered by forest. The good news is, the government is aware of it. And the government wants to do something about it. They signed in Paris, in the Paris Agreement, a strong commitment to keep 20% of their forest area standing and to cut deforestation. This is good. So we've worked with the government. We've started to work a year and a half ago with the SODEFOR, which is looking at the organization, the department looking after all the forest class A, the reserves in Ivory Coast. We've brought technical partners, such as Starling, to monitor the forest cover in different forest class A. And the result is appalling. There is about 200 to 500 hectares a month that are going in a single forest. The forest of Cavally, which is the last standing forest, intact forest reserves in Ivory Coast. We've published those results with the government in January. In theory, the other good news is that the industry, the chocolate makers, the processors, the traders, have all joined forces 2 years ago in 2017 to say, let's end deforestation in cocoa. They've created the Cocoa Forest Initiative. But to date, there's been very little action. A lot of discussions have taken place around how we cultivate agroforestry, how we give trees to farmers, because that's quite straightforward. But no one's talking about deforestation anymore. So it's all about agroforestry and not really about deforestation. We need to talk about both. We need, yes, to talk about agroforestry, but deforestation is equally important. Let's keep and save what is still standing. In Cavally, we have the last chimpanzees. We have the last pygmy rhinos. In a few years, if nothing is done, at this pace, there will be no more of those in this forest. And that will be forever embedded in the cocoa and chocolate industry. So the message I've got is simple. The solutions exist. We just have to put boots on the ground and start working practically, concretely with the communities, with the farmers that are in those forests, and the government who is willing to act. What we are missing is the chocolate industry to come in with their weight, their financial power, their market leverage, to actually act and do something. So my message to the CFI is stop talking and do something quickly, because we can still do something. Thank you.